welcome back to the show, guys. Welcome back to Talking Spice.
Thank you.
So in the first season of the podcast, when it was more focused on the food, we did this thing every fourth episode called Taste and Talk. We would talk about all the different beverages or snacks we were drinking and eating on the episode.
That is
So
correct.
we did it in the first episode, first season, and we took a little bit of a different direction with second season. We want to talk about some more real life shit, tell some more stories, and not just focus on food. But we definitely want to keep the whole Taste and Talk thing going because it was just really fun to do.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of interesting stuff to taste. So we're just going to try and combine it to a little bit. We're going to do a little bit of tasting, taste some of these delicious beers we have in front of us. Well, we hope it's delicious. And
sure
just see where conversation takes us.
Yeah. And a little bit of talking.
A little bit of talking.
A little bit of talking.
We're going to pop it off with this blue thing in front of me.
Pop it off, baby.
This is Cheetah Blue.
Paint me a picture.
So,
what does the blue remind you of? First thing, go.
well, before we go into that, I got these from Seeker.
Shit.
He went on a long vacation, a long weekend trip to Spain. And he asked me to pick him up in the morning, take him to the air to Schiphol. So I was like, bro, I got you. You're my homie. I'll do it. But he insisted on giving me something as a thank you. So he brought this back from Spain for me.
Oh.
España.
I think it's beer.
I was going to say, you sure it's beer? Because it looks like a lemonade.
It's 5% alcohol. That's usually a good indicator that it's some kind of beer.
Yeah.
Doesn't like the UK also has like a UV blue kind of thing like this. It's like a Smirnoff kind of thing.
Oh, yeah, it's true. Also have that kind of shit.
Maybe it's a Desperado.
Ingredientes son vino blanco,
Monte Carlo.
Look, if it's anything
mosto de uva,
Read it like a
zumo
normal
de
person.
frutas, aromas.
Okay.
All right, well, I guess.
To all the Spanish-speaking people out there, I'm sorry.
Is it carbonated? Yeah, it's carbonated. Let's see what this is. You guys drink a lot of blue shit?
Gatorade back in the day.
Oh, man, I love Gatorade.
Blue Gatorade? Yeah.
Well, before I pour all glasses, let's try this first. What are we toasting to? Cheers to
Good friends.
good friends.
And
Oh,
good people.
Juice
okay.
Boys.
Take a whiff, though. It's an interesting smell.
Is that beer, right?
No,
No, it's not
no,
beer.
No. I
I'm
guess
I'm getting hops for sure.
no.
It's wine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is more of a
Yeah, it's a wine. It's a wine.
what do they
I
call
like
that?
this.
Yeah, it's a type of drink. I forgot the name, but yeah, it's definitely white wine that turned to like a cocktail mix kind of thing.
I like it.
Yeah,
I can fuck with this. It's fruity. It's sweet.
That's good.
Good job, Seeker. Hey, good choice, man.
Yeah, man.
Good choice, man.
What's the blue remind you of, though? You didn't answer me. Because you rudely stepped over my question.
What does it remind me of? I don't know.
Okay.
Looks
thanks.
like if we were living in Dungeons and Dragons, this would be like the potion that you have to drink.
To me, it looks like some kind of cleaning chemical.
It reminds me of now
it looks like Windex.
an episode of Friends when Joey tells Ross he's in love with Rachel and it's a whole big thing, and then they talk about it afterwards and they find this bottle of green shit.
Oh,
Yeah. And then like Joey's like, oh, and Ross is like, oh yeah, delicious, and he tries to take it. It reminds me of that, the blue shit. And I'm more on the Ross side now because
It's a hit.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
yeah. This is actually something that they drink a lot in that area. In Croatia, they told
Flavored
us
wine?
they do- huh?
Flavored wine, is that what you're talking about?
It's not a flavored wine. I can't remember what the name
It's a
of
Kool-Aid
the category
jammer.
thing is, but they take white wine and then they make it with like into a cocktail kind of thing. So
Okay.
this stuff is very popular over there, and I see why.
I see why too.
I can definitely see
Because
teenagers abusing
because
this.
you get that like white wine taste, but it's not like in your face, and it's not. And the thing I'm not a big fan of wine is that it's very dry or bitter.
Okay.
This you don't get that here at all. It's just all the
No,
nice
it's
notes.
it got some notes.
Yeah.
But
Ping, ping, ping.
this is
ping,
exactly
ping,
what Graham said. This is the kind of drink that teenagers would abuse like crazy. If that is in a Corso, yeah.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
What because Bacardi Breezer was alright.
Never had one.
Smirnoff Ice was aight.
Which
Yeah.
one's the better one, though? Which one do you choose? Breezer or Smirnoff? I guess it's unfair because Breezer has
both-
many flavors.
They're both kind of like bitch drinks to me. So like, I would put like an extra shot of rum into my Smirnoff Ice or into like my Bacardi Breezer. But they were both aight. I mean,
Yeah, it's for what it is.
When you're 14, 15, you're like, you're enjoying
drink
your
anything,
first.
bro.
Yeah, what's it going? Like,
Thing of Polar.
and sometimes you go to parties like, I just don't want to drink Polar. I just like
Something
I'm
different.
in a mood for the nasty taste. So
Yeah,
then you
yeah.
take Breezer.
The next best thing. You want to be
Nah, man.
bougie?
This color though really does remind me of Listerine.
Oh,
Maybe that's what it is.
It's that blue too.
Yeah, that way. Yeah, that might be it. Okay.
It's not bad.
I like it. I can fuck with it.
Cheetah.
What are we thinking? 4 out of 5? Or 8 out of 10? Or 18 out of
6 out of 10.
Third.
Voldoende.
18 out of 20.
It's a voldoende.
Let's say out of 10, I would give this a 7.
I'll give it a hard 7.
Yeah, a 7.
Yeah.
I could fuck with it. Not sure if I could drink it the whole day, but
No, it's probably a 1 or 2 bottle kind of situation.
no, ben ik klaar.
But it's good though.
Yeah.
I just always associate with things in this size and this kind of bottle with 5% just to be beer.
Mm-hmm.
But do they sell more wine-ish things like this?
Yeah, there are definitely different variations of it. I know that in the UK, very popular. I think it's called UV blue. They have a blue version and a pink version, and it's also this kind of thing. It's like a alcoholic beverage. It's not a beer. It's a thing that they put stuff in alcohol in it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, next up we have what's the brand actually?
The beer brand itself is Ripple.
The beer brand is called Ripple.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's from Exla.
Exla.
And Exla Studios, that's the brewery as well, if I'm not mistaken. And it's made from by, with, and company to a dude from Curacao.
Yeah, it's
Alex.
He's a buddy of Timmy's.
Yeah.
Timmy is one of our
Yeah.
close homies. And his buddy Alex, which we also know from growing up on Curacao, he started his brewery and he makes his beer.
Yeah.
And,
So
we got 2 different flavors today, right, Chris? We got Ripple.
We got their original one, which is the Ripple.
Yeah.
A Ripple is a white beer, and it's made. So
White
the
beer.
Okay, you can start by opening it. From what I understand, it's a wit beer, so it's actually a very fresh kind of beer for warm weather and stuff like that. And Alex and his partner are from. I'm rephrasing it wrong. So Alex is from Curacao and his partner is from
Jamaica.
Indonesia.
Oh, damn it.
So
Close.
they're incorporating that in their beer. So in the Ripple, you have a citrus specifically brewed from the Lara orange from Curacao,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the Indonesian jeruk lime. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong.
Lime.
Probably did, but it's okay. We forgive you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's
Good
supposed to be nice, fresh, poppy, little hoppy.
Okay, so we got best of both worlds, I guess. We got flavors from Curacao and then flavors from Indonesia.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
I'm
Cheers.
biased as fuck. If it's got Curacao in it, I'm always a fan.
All right, Daryl, what are
Hey,
you cheering to?
we're cheering to
Cheers, boys.
people pursuing their dreams and starting a brewery and trying to make shit happen.
To success.
A long ass. All right, let's go. Kampai.
Okay. Yeah, it's a nice white beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think as far as white beers go, it's a good white beer.
Yeah. There was one
It's kind of mellow. I like it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have too much of a tartness or too much of a kick anywhere throughout the.
Yeah, because a lot of times white beers are very dry, bitter forward, and this one is, like I said, subtle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could taste a little hints of the orange as well.
Yeah, for sure. You can taste the citrusness. It's not too pungent or anything. It's a basila.
Yeah. Oh,
It does exactly what it describes.
so we want to talk about our pet peeves, right?
Yeah, that's what we talk about. We didn't mention it till now, but the idea was to drink beer and complain because that's what
Okay.
men do apparently.
I'm a fucking boss, man. I mean, we want overtime, but I don't like this guy, dude.
So one thing I don't like are bad parents, and by that I mean is parents that let their kids like.
You're just gonna jump right into it.
Oh
just
fuck!
like-
Oh hell yeah!
So
bad parents.
and especially like again, I get it. Kids difficult to control and whatnot, but don't fucking bring
Are
your
they? Just put them in a corner.
don't bring your kid to the supermarket and let him start yelling and running around and being in the way, and then I gotta fucking watch out for your kid.
Yeah, I agree.
Control your child.
I agree.
But,
better.
do you hate shit kids or shit parents?
I said shit parents.
Okay, cool.
Control your kid. Don't let your kid be an asshole.
What would be a solution to that, though?
Raise them properly.
How?
I think that's one of my pet peeves. Like, we're gonna go a little bit deeper now.
Little
Is
bit deep.
the difference between having a child and being a parent. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You dropped something.
And that's coming from most likely a very naive place because I ain't got babies myself. And it's
You
hard
know
to
of.
pass judgment on someone dealing with your situation and having kids. But we all grow up with certain cultural norms and values. And I gotta say, there's a lot of shit that happens here. You know, for damn sure it wouldn't happen on Carso.
Did you get smacked?
Guys, tell you about it, like my first year here, my little like white kid situation that I had.
No.
Man,
You had a little white kid?
no, dude, thank God not. But I was at Utrecht Centraal. I was
Shout out to you, Central.
I was standing there. I was just in Holland, so I was still looking at all the signs trying to figure out how to get to where I was going.
Yeah.
There was this little dude, like basically having a little tantrum, right?
Yeah.
So I think the situation was that he had to go with the mom on the train, and he refused. He wasn't having it, and it became a pretty big scene. And the mom was trying to like convince him to like go get the train or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this kid had a mouth on him, dude. And the thing is, like, me and a lot of like non-white people like were really like shocked.
Yeah, like
Because we're like, okay, this kid's about to get whooped.
Yeah.
Like he said some shit to his mom, like I wouldn't even dare to like whisper.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But eventually what it came down to is the mom was like, kom, we moeten gaan. And the kid was like, hou je bek, kutwijf.
Whoa.
And, but and he kind of like did like a little like stomp forward. He was like, oh, you back, you know, like that, like,
Yeah.
like all sassy and shit.
Yeah, put it on show.
And the mom was like, oh, wat moet ik met jou, hè?
What?
Man, I'm telling you, dude.
Man, back home, you would say ho, and then you would end up in the fucking hospital.
Sawa, like at that
Damn.
point, like other people have the right to like fucking like smack
Smack
a
a
kid.
kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we gotta be sensitive
What?
because again, like we're not fucking promoting like beating your kids
No,
or anything,
no, of
but
course not, of course
there's a limit to what you should be able to say and get away with it, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, unpopular opinion.
Yeah. Okay. No, go ahead. Sorry, I'm just flabbergasted.
No,
cut that out.
No, don't beat your kids. Do not abuse your kids. Beat your kids. But I am a believer that if my child, for example, the stove is on and I tell him not to touch the pan because it's hot, he's gonna get burned. I tell him once, hey, don't touch the pan. If you do, you're gonna get hurt. And he doesn't listen and he does it anyway. Let him get self hurt. If I tell him not to go in that room, otherwise he's gonna get punished. He's gonna get a clap.
Clap.
And he goes there anyway. I'll warn him twice. I'll warn him a third time. But at a certain point, hey man, I warned you. This is your own fault.
And they say,
And again, I'm not saying beat the crap out of him. I'm just saying, hey, there are consequences to your actions.
You know, the thing is, like, I was always on, like, in the camp of you got to smack your kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's nothing wrong with doing that because that's how we were raised. And I always was of that mindset because I got smacked as a kid. I got spanked. I got hit, and more often than not, I deserved it. And it was never an abusive thing. It was always like discipline, and then like the same day you hug it out, you talk it out.
Yeah,
it was always
do you know why that
It
happened?
was always followed up with love.
Yeah.
So that was my template for it, right?
yeah.
So that was always my approach to it here too. And I would have a lot of conversations with people. Again, through Iron House, we would meet a lot of different people. And then I would bring it up like at certain situations. And then you could just tell that certain people, it rubbed people the wrong way like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I slowly started like kind of change my pain on it because a lot of people have a lot of residual, like I guess trauma or shit from it.
Understandable.
And they have a really hard time dealing with it. So like when I bring it up from a cultural place of like that's how we do in the islands. Like it's when we say like smack your kids, it's not an abusive thing. It's not like a drunk parent that comes home and beats their kid. It's like your parents love you, but you fucked up and you ask for trouble. It's like, hey, well, come here, give me a little booty, and they'll smack. You know?
Yeah, but that's the thing as well. And I think that a lot of people, especially from this side of the world, I guess, they hear that and they immediately go to the cinematic thing where the dad is standing over the child and the child is in the corner and he's constantly whipping him like 40 times with the belt. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if my kid is doing something stupid, I warned him 2 or 3 times, told you, hey, if you do that, I'm going to hit you. If you do that, I'm going to hit you. And then when I smack him, what did you expect? I told you I was going to hit you.
Yeah, but that's my thing. So that's what I was used to. Now my mind has like, I think I've like evolved a little bit to really try and think about it like, everything should be solvable without physical confrontation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like when I think about it too, like I'm a big dude, I'm strong,
anti-violence.
and I don't like violence at all. And
Me neither.
I've trained martial arts for a long time. I know how to hit someone. It seems kind of wrong in my head. Like I could knock out a big dude if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Why would I put my hands on a kid? You know? And
True.
I think it's
True,
also
true,
about
true.
on Curacao. It's also the question of a lot of times you have like at least one or two absentee parents, so you get into a lot of trouble, and then you have to pay for it after the fact. I think there's also a lot to be said. Like the more active you are in your child's life at the beginning, and you can teach them things beforehand, you can help them avoid make mistakes. And certain mistakes don't like they can make certain mistakes that are valuable mistakes, but things they don't have to be disciplined for. I mean, if you just always ignore your child and he behaves because he wants attention from you, and then he's gonna do exactly what you told him not to do, that's just a cry for attention, right? And then like putting your hands on your kid's probably not the best thing to do.
Yeah.
But like if a kid's like, oh, I didn't know this was gonna happen and I did it and the thing broke, I'm like, well, that was an innocent mistake. You know? I might like take your iPad away, or I might make you run fucking laps outside or something. That's what I'm gonna do. That's a good question. I want to ask you guys, how, if you could, would you discipline your children if it wasn't putting your hands on them? Let's say you had to like teach them a lesson,
And waterboard them.
Let's also take that one out of the equation.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. If I can physically, so I wouldn't do that. So, or I try to do everything else before I do that. Put it like that. I get.
See that again. Like I said, I've had an internship at a daycare with kids and whatnot, and with a good chunk of kids, you can just sit down and have a conversation with them, and they'll understand everything. So that is definitely possible. But there are other kids that, for some een of andere reden, they don't react to that.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that that's what you have to go to, but as far as I know, people don't know how to attend to that yet. But
the question is,
I guess what I would do,
not putting hand on your kids. How would you discipline them?
I would just what was done to me. So I would have the conversation with you, and I'll take away whatever you like. Your PlayStation, your laptop, your phone. Yeah. Take it away. Go sit in your room. You're grounded for 2 weeks. I don't fucking know. Some shit like that. You know.
What'd you do in your room then? Read a book.
Stare at the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah. I fucking stare at the ceiling.
It's like involuntary prison.
Yeah. Just fucking stare at the stare. I luckily had a window with like trees, so I just stared at. Oh, that's an iguana.
I think what I would try and do then is, depending here on the islands, is give my kids something to do. Like, hey, you fucked up, so you're gonna clean the whole fucking yard by yourself.
Yeah, we done that.
That
was suck.
Yeah. So you did something fucked up, and this is the consequences. But I'm not gonna hit you or anything like that. But the consequences are you're gonna do hard labor.
Yeah. So that to me seems like a good like tussenroute. Because what I want to do, and I thought about this for a while, is because I most likely will have a bit of an asshole child. I'm just Fleur's like fucking eigenwijs. I'm fucking eigenwijs. We both have really big opinions and really big like personalities. So there's a chance that's gonna be doubled up with my kid, and I'm okay with that. But I really don't want to put my hands on my kids. Like I don't have any resentment towards our parents for like hitting us and shit. Like I think it was a really important part of me being who I am. But people have opened my eyes to the realization that it might be a little bit bad for us. Hold on. We'll get in a second. We're only 20 minutes in, dude.
I want to drink, bro. That's why I'm here.
You go. Take a little sip of that. But what I want to do...
You want it?
What I want to do is if my kids fuck up, I want to make them either do one, like the type of charity work that no one wants to do. So my idea is like make them do something that's still punishment, but it's beneficial. It's fruitful in some way. So, cool. You fucked up. That means this summer vacation, you're spending a week at an old people's home and you're helping out.
Yeah.
You know? I'm not going to abuse you or anything. I'm not going to hit you, but you're going to spend a week and you're going to help old people. You're going to talk to them, read to them, fucking bring them food.
Okay.
Or, verse number 2 is I'm going to make them run drills. Like, exactly how, like in fucking, how they train, like, football players and shit. Yeah. Like, when you fuck up, that means there's a whole weekend we're running physical drills.
I get that, but that's all nice and said, but what if your kid is like, no? So hypothetically, you bring them to the charity place, they get out there, but they don't do any of the things.
That's not going to be an option.
How are you going to force them to do it?
Yeah, going to stick around the whole time?
Yeah. absolutely.
No. I get that, but okay, fine. Hypothetically, let's say they're going to read to the people. You give him a book, he holds the book, and you tell him to read it to them. He doesn't do it.
There always has to be more dire consequences at the bottom, but that's again what I said. That's the kind of shit that happens when people don't raise their kids and they let it happen, and then when the moment we're like, oh wow, he's not doing what I said. Oh shit, I have to fucking discipline or something. I'm hoping to have a different route. Be active enough.
I get that.
So the chances of that happening should be really, really, really small.
Yeah, I know, but even though they're really, really small, it still might be a thing. So what would you do in that situation?
I'll have to cross the bridge when I get there, but that's kind of putting a fucking sour note on my whole fucking funny thing of how I want this to make kids. I don't want to get into that too much, if that's okay with you.
No, that's perfectly fine.
If a kid like fucking defies you at every turn, then you have a big problem in your house, and you have shit that have to be solved.
Yeah.
But again, that's the kind of shit that happens with, in my opinion, and maybe my naivete, with less active parents in people's in their kids' lives, or then they let society or the community raise their kids instead of them raising actively. Like, I'm really looking forward to having kids, and I want to be part of everything in the growing up. And I'm going to actively try to be a good parent and raise my kids, and hopefully have a situation where, but I'm not talking about punishing them in moment of defiance. Like if they're like opstandig and they rebel and they do shit on purpose. I'm talking also about if my kid fucks up, like if he slacks at school or if he gets a bad report card and shit. Yeah. We're like, oh wait, you fucked up? Cool, no problem. We're gonna run drills this weekend.
Okay.
No fun stuff this weekend.
Yeah.
No PlayStation, no gaming. We're running drills. Wake you up at 6 o'clock in the morning, 3 drills a day until the evening. You're gonna clean the house. We're gonna do, like, I'm talking about like running behind a truck, like kettlebell drills and field drills and shit. So if they don't at least learn a lesson, at least they're gonna be healthy.
Yeah. I guess, he might and he might develop a skill as well while doing that.
See, that's saying. So I want to find a kind of punishments that do that, because
reading, he might discover his ikigai.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
I would tell him, like, I want you to read this book, and I want to report on Monday morning. Let's say it's a book that I want to read, right? But I ain't got.
Dick move,
let's say it's a book I want to read, but I ain't got time. But I want the synopsis. I want the cliff notes. I'd be like, read this book and have a
tell me if it's good or not.
Have a presentation ready. I want all the bullet points, all the most important things. I want to be able to understand it. And he fucks up. You're like, I don't think this is it. Like, do it again. So at the least, he's either gonna be fit and healthy as fuck,
and mentally fit as well,
or he's gonna be like well-rounded.
Oh, dude.
So of course, this is we're saying this in jest and in humor and everything.
Yeah. But
Chris trying to make it all dark and shit. But
no, I'm not trying to make. I'm just. It is a thing, and. But then, FYI, like, yes, I did get smacked and whatnot, but I think it was like maybe 3 times in my whole lifetime.
Oh no, I got smacked way more than you.
Yeah, but you were a lot more active than I was.
I was a lot more curious.
Because that's the thing as well, and that's why I feel the way I feel about the whole thing is, whenever I did get a smack, it wasn't just because I did something and then I was surprised by it. No, they were like, hey, don't do it. And then I'm like, shit. It taught me, okay, so my actions have consequences. So before I do something, I think 2, 3, 4 times about it before I'm like, okay, once I do
you though?
Yes, I do.
Remember the time?
Like,
remember the time that I got whooped because of you?
Wow.
Yeah, that was the first one. That was the first time we ever got whooped, from what I remember.
Okay, so again, like, I was much more of an asshole child than you. So
wait, what happened though? You can tease the people and not tell them what happened.
We definitely can't talk about that one.
Okay.
But basically, something happened. My dad didn't know who did it, and like we got smacked and we got punished until someone confessed. And I was like, I have no idea what's going on. It wasn't me, and it ended up being Chris. Well, but it was like Chris just let me get smacked and let me get like punished, and he could have like stepped up from the get go and be like, no, it was me. But we got punished equally, so it wasn't like I was getting smacked more or like punished more or anything.
But they still thought it was you.
No, he didn't know who it was, but they knew it was one of us.
So we were both getting smacked at the same time.
But okay.
When we say getting smacked, it was like just like again like in the normal way that people old school used to discipline kids. The more we say smacked, it sounds like fucking smacked. Fucking like who did it? Who did it?
We got smacked. We did not get beat.
No, we got disciplined. We got like we got the belt. We got like billenkoek.
But then the question is, would you physically discipline your children?
No, I think I used to think that way, and I was pretty adamant about it. I was like, I was so convinced that it's the right way to do it. Like it's the difficult thing, but it's the right thing. And I was really convinced about it because that's how I was raised. And like, of course, you have big opinions about people raising kids, but the more I talk to people about it here, and the more things I experience, I'm like, damn, that's pretty. It's. I see it now as the lazy way out. I see it as the reverting to like your base instincts and not having the patience or tolerance or understanding of solving it any other way. And so I know now for sure that like I don't think there's a single situation now that I can think of where I would want to put my hands on my kids or not want to but be forced to.
Okay.
Because for example, Fleur was never disciplined as a child, and
they're not great.
In my opinion, one of the best people period in the whole world. Like Fleur's like borderline like my role model. Like she's young, successful, like entrepreneur, everything. So, but she was never disciplined.
Yeah.
But she still got to live life. She got to enjoy her childhood. She still did stuff wrong.
Yeah.
But there was no need to put hands on her. And if I have a daughter, like if anyone fucking touches my child, I'm burning down orphanages. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, going ape shit.
You know what I'm saying? So it's funny how that's one of the biggest things that changed me in Holland was my mindset of like, I'm going to discipline my kids. You know, learn their day. Yeah. Like I was smacked too, and it has nothing to do with hatred or anger or whatever. It's got to do with discipline. But now I'm all like, nah, man. Like I've completely turned the other route, and like I will never put hands on my kids. I'll do other stuff to them. I'll make sure they feel punished. But most likely, like they'll say like, "Dad, can you just smack me in the face, please? I don't want to do fucking burpees anymore." I think we're going to get to that point.
Well, I think a good punishment, especially if it gets a gamer. And he's playing a game, just finish the game in front of him. Just have him sit down while you play and finish him. Like, I'm going to spoil this game for you.
Or like...
delete all your experience.
Yeah, exactly. Like, literally, like, delete all his files. Like,
I don't know if it goes that far.
It was like a high level on Battlefield or like Warzone or something.
Yeah,
like,
know.
And you don't get to play, and I reset your shit.
That's really...
you're the shit in Fortnite? I'm going to sell all your cosmetics.
I'm going to ruin your KD.
Exactly.
I don't know about that.
So you gotta
hit them where it hurts.
Modern problems need modern solutions.
Yeah, true. But then, what is the appropriate time to ground someone? Is there like a week, 2 weeks, 2 days, a weekend? Is it like an appropriate time where they've learned?
You know what I think? I think when parents, I think when parents punish kids, they make this broad blanket statement of you're grounded for 2 weeks. Then like 9 years past, like shit, you're still grounded. I'm like, damn, that's like a long time. So like you want to do fun shit with your kids?
Yeah.
Like,
but they're like,
we're gonna go karting. No, but little Johnny's still punching. God damn it.
You think they consult with other parents, friends, like, yo, how long should I ground my kid?
I know for sure I will.
My kid?
Yeah, I have,
like, well, what's you know?
I have a lot of friends with like older kids. So I'll be all like, hey, what you guys do? And like, if I find a little bit too timid, I'll be like, I'm gonna add like 2 days to it.
So okay, because I never understood like how they come up with the time period.
It's like a secret parent formula.
Like, oh, you don't have to. Why 2 weeks? What will I learn in those 2 weeks compared to 1 week?
I heard one time a friend of mine like he got grounded until his parents decided he learned his lesson.
And how long did that take? Do you know?
So I
wasn't grounded.
I wasn't in their house or something.
Oh, okay.
So that was the kind of thing. Like until I'm satisfied with your punishment, you're still grounded.
Oh,
so
wow,
what that made the kid do was then expedite everything he could do to learn his lesson. So he had to he apologized more often.
Yeah.
He'd like help around the house, and he'd be like, okay. And the trick was with it that they didn't remove all pleasures from him. He just couldn't go out with his friends. He had to stay home.
Oh wow, I'm cool with that.
But he was like, yeah, but if I game the whole day, that means I'm just gonna be punished for much longer. So the kid himself, you're like, I'm just gonna do my homework and just keep doing homework.
Yeah.
So the kid will like be sitting at the table, just keep doing homework and shit over and over. That's like, okay,
but that's not fair.
That's actually a really great way of doing it.
That's smart, right?
That's a really.
But
great
at the same
way
time, it's not fair because what if you do your absolute best?
Punishment is not meant to be fair, my friend.
Yeah.
No, but if you do your absolute best to learn everything, improve everything in 1 day, and your parents like, there's no way in 1 day your parents be like, okay, you learned a lesson. Like,
but maybe let's say if I take that approach and my kid's like, I'm gonna do all my homework and work for that. You woke up early and you clean the yard, and you can see that he's struggling. Like he's paying his dues, and it's in keeping with what he did. I'd be like, okay, you've earned it.
Yeah,
but imagine he just stays at home and he's like, okay, cool. I'm just game every single day and go to bed 8 and like not clean his room. You're like, cool. You got half a year of this shit to go. So half a year not seeing your fucking little friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
What we got here, Chris?
Okay, now we got the new one from the Exla Brewery. It's the Blaze.
Is it like new for them as well? Like
They just brewed it out.
Oh,
it's a spicy Belgian style triple beer.
Spicy beer. Is that a thing? People do that?
Yeah. Most definitely. These are blended with peppers that I couldn't find on the label, so I'm not sure which peppers
Is
they
it
are.
Szechuan peppers?
No, Indonesian and South American, from what I read.
Oh, a fancy.
So
Picante.
yeah, we can definitely try. So maybe there's some rawit in there. I think rawit is Indonesian chili pepper, and it's spicy as hell.
No,
We'll see what they did. It's see how the balance.
Okay. This chooses for you, Chris. What are we choosing to? Not beating your kids?
For me to not have children.
Well, hey.
Okay.
If that's what you need, bro.
Cheers to that, bro. Wear a condom.
I like this a lot better than the Ripple.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm a fan of Belgian style triple beers. As far as spicy heat, not much.
Like, what's the inherent difference between like a wit beer and a Belgian, whatever the fuck you just said?
It's the fermentation process and the alcohol content. Usually triple beers, doubles, triples, it's a higher alcohol content.
It's like my booze.
Onder andere.
You like my booze?
Onder andere.
Chris wants to get tippy now instead of later.
And that aside, it's also flavoring. Like with the Ripple, for example, because it's not a triple, it would also have a more yeasty, more young hoppy taste. Whereas because the triples ferment a little longer, the taste develops more.
Did you know that? No, me neither.
No.
But
now I do.
it's pretty good. But I don't. This one's for me though.
That's fine.
I think it's cool. It's cool. I do prefer the white beer.
I think I like the white beer more.
Yeah,
too.
but what I do have to say is, with most spicy beer I haven't really liked any of them. I do like this one though, so I do have to give it that.
Yeah,
but the spice, it hits like all the way back in the mouth. After you swallow, there's a little bit of like a spiciness that comes through, but I'm not really tasting much of a
spicy. No,
the heat. I'm not. I mean, personally, I'm not tasting any heat.
But I don't think there's supposed to be heat. I don't think the idea to make a spicy beer is to is to add spice to it, not to add like Scovilles to it. So
because most spicy beers they're just bitter, really. So it doesn't really. So first of all, you don't get the spiciness, and two of all, you just ruin the taste with the bitterness. But this one is a nice little.
Yeah, I'm a really shitty beer drinker. I just don't know enough or not appreciate enough. So it's definitely not meant for me. So it's not my kind of thing. This one was nice.
Yeah,
I can fuck with this for sure.
Yeah.
But again, I'm like their anti-customer. They're like make whatever. Just don't worry about Daryl. So
yeah, but that's the thing on the especially like island cultures. We're very very used to Pilsner style beer. So your Polar, your Presidente, your Heineken, they're all they're all the same kinds of beer. Whereas here you have wheat beer, you have triples, you have German style beer.
Style beer. You have it over there as well.
Irish.
Most people just drink the Pilsner, but you do have it there as well.
Yeah, or here it's more readily available.
Yeah.
Here it's native.
Yeah,
there it's not.
Yeah.
So there's people just used to. But there's nothing wrong with like a good Pilsner, right? If that's what you enjoy.
No, Graham, but now that you're completely boozed up and all liquored up, what's your real pet peeve? What pisses you off to no fucking understanding?
To keep it in the food team, and we've been in the past.
No. I want to know like food or not, what fucking gets your blood boiling? What pisses you off, bro?
Hey, shitty parents piss me off, man. That has nothing to do with food.
Oh, that's a good question.
Shitty parents who can't cook. Because if their kids ate better, they'd fucking be well more behaved.
Probably.
What pisses you off? Come on, tell me.
I don't know what really pisses me off.
Come on, this is something that has to, like, in the world that when you hear about it or think about it was like, I fucking hate this.
That's a good question. Let me think. I don't know, because I was thinking, I don't really have like shit that really pisses me off. Like, I was really gonna say racism, but I don't want to take it over there.
But if that's something that like that bugs you,
yeah, because even then, that's a very broad thing. Like, what specific racist thing pisses you off?
It's just racism in general. It's just holding the concept that one person is lesser, or one person sees another person as lesser because their skin color is different. Like, there's absolutely. Yeah, I don't know if we want to take it that deep in this episode, but the thing is, there's no reason, there's no logic behind it. You know, there's nothing. I can't in any conceivable way.
You can't wrap your head around.
No, there's no. Even if I try to play devil's advocate, I can't see it. Like, I can't see why, because we're the exact. we're all people. We're the exact same people, home. We're created all in the same way. What does my skin color have to do with,
especially
as a person?
When you consider that just any false sense or misguided sense of superiority that one race might have is pure happenstance.
Yeah, exactly.
That there's more money in the hands of white people than there are in other cultures.
Yeah,
is pure happenstance for how history played out.
Mm-hmm.
There's no basis in that. That's how it's meant to be.
No, no.
So that makes it even worse. Like in any argument you can make for it, like again, devil's advocate, it's pure like fucking a roll of the dice.
Yeah, and even nowadays, bro, it's been so many fucking years we've had this. Like that people that's still a thing, home. It's simple fucking problem to solve, bro. Just stop being racist. Just accept people for who they are, home. We're all equal. And it's just I don't know.
But it's also would you consider yourself also anti-racist or just non-racist?
As an anti-racist, I mean if I go to like rallies and demonstrations and shit like that?
You just actively fucking like work against in any way like against racism? Because you could be non-racist, but you could also be anti-racist.
True. I mean, I guess I consider myself non-racist, but when I do see racism, I do try and correct the situation. I try to. If it's so
you're passively anti-racist.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's not like I'm posting everything about it or I'm going to marches and shit like that. But when I do see the situation, I do try and correct it, and then see what comes of it. But yeah, I just the concept I don't grasp how that's still an issue till this day. It's been decades of the same shit over and over and over. You would think right now people would be intelligent enough to know like, oh wait, this is based on absolutely fucking nothing. You know, it's pointless.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, it's fucking
racism
pointless.
is lack of intelligence issue.
Yeah, I don't know because. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It's one of those things. It's just I don't get it. That till this day, it's a thing. Especially with all the police brutality and the killings and even like the guy with the Kyle Rittenhauser kid. What happened last in the news?
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
That he got off scot-free in a fucking whatever
bullshit trial. Yeah. But maybe I'll bring it back to a pet peeve I know of yours.
That you know mine?
Yeah, I know of yours.
Okay.
That might pretend to food. Is when you go to McDonald's and you order a burger, and you ask with no onions, and they put onions on it.
Oh yeah, that's veggies in general.
But greatest pet peeve, vegetables. In any way they fucking enter his life.
Yeah, because I just whatever it taints the
it taints
the taste, the burger, the bun. You know,
ew, vitamins and minerals. Ew.
Yeah.
Or that one time we went to that Indian restaurant and they like took long, and you're like, "Fuck these guys."
Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess but that was a different situation. I don't mind waiting, but just tell me, you know. We were there before the restaurant even opened, right? The man says, "I at school. There's no one here. We're about to open. Just come in." Alright, fijo. Whatever. We sit down. We get a few drinks. We order appetizers. Now then we order appetizers and the main meal at the same time. Whatever. And then we order. We say we wait. Like a fucking half hour passes by. People start coming in. They sit down, they order, they get their food first. Then we get our appetizers.
What kind of restaurant was it?
An Indian restaurant. I'm not gonna name them because
didn't like your face.
Maybe
they're like, fuck this guy.
Fucking no, bro. Anyway, we sit there and it's whatever. And then they sit down. People get their appetizers and their meals. People fucking get up and leave. So
were the people who came after you got their food first? Were they Indian?
No,
So it wasn't like you were like being singled out.
No.
Fuck this guy.
No. Just white people.
Number one Joker guy.
No. So yeah, they were just there and. Yeah, it just took so long, and then I got up with the guy. I'm like, "Yo, fam, well, what the fuck? Where's the food at?" I was like, "Oh yeah, my bad. We're taking long because this and this is not working, or this and this, whatever." I'm like, "Dude, tell me that ahead of time so I at least know." Or it could be like, "Okay, this is the problem. No, I'm just gonna leave. Thank you." Was like, but it didn't tell us anything. They just made us sit there. People coming after us, they leave before us. I'm like, "Yo, this is no way to treat your people, bro."
I don't think that's really a pet peeve. That's just being poorly treated in service, and then. It's just frustrating, and it's a frustrating situation.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I would consider that necessarily a pet peeve because everyone would fucking hate that. No one's gonna be all like, "Oh, I'm waiting 3 hours for an appetizer. This is great."
True. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't know, but I guess, in the food sense, another pet peeve I would have is like people who eat slow. I can't deal with people who eat slow. I'm like, fucking eat your food, because then I'm eating, I'm done, and then I'm gonna look at you finish eating. Like, dude, come on, speed it up.
Do you eat too fast?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, maybe, but I don't think so.
I have one pet peeve, dude, because it makes no sense to me. People who like they're thirsty, they get up, they take a glass of water, because you do this fucking shit too, I think. They get up, they grab a glass of water, they fill the whole thing up, they drink half of it, and then leave it there for the rest of the day. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna clean this. No, I'm drinking that. I'm like, no, you're not. You're sitting over there. Yeah, but I'm gonna finish it later. Grab another glass.
Why? Why would it dirty up another glass just to if that one already has water in it or whatever in it?
Because it's standing there. That's collecting dust.
That's collecting dust.
That's an adorable, silly ass problem to have.
Yeah,
that's why it's a pet. That's why it's a pet.
Absolutely. It's some things you just can't explain, but just fucking annoys you.
Or people they make a cup of coffee or tea and then they drink like 2 sips and they leave it there until it's ice cold and then they have to throw it away. Why'd you make it?
I drink coffee, so I wouldn't know. But another thing I do have is.
That one I understand.
But especially, I guess now that's kind of changing a bit is people who take pictures of the food before they eat. I'm like, yo, bro.
Now you have to.
Yeah, but I'm like, fam, I just want to eat, bro. They got no, because it's never just their food. They gotta take picture of your food as well, right?
No. If you want to take a picture of your plate, go ahead, but don't stop me from fucking eating, because that's how you get stabbed.
I'm like, fam, I just want to eat. No, let me take a picture. But now I guess with the business, we're starting to get used to it. But it's like, yo, I just want to fucking eat. Just let me eat, Yeah.
I'm happy that all our problems are just like peddly ass problems.
Oh yeah.
Besides racism, that's a big issue.
Yeah. But peddly ass racist problems.
Yeah, it's I'm happy that we don't have like a lot of huge things to have to deal with.
Yeah, but I mean, we are talking about pet peeves.
I know. But so I'm just saying that's just one thing.
That's why I didn't want to bring up the racism thing, because it's not a pet peeve.
One of the things I'm grateful for is that we don't have to sit and hustle and struggle with like hard day-to-day things.
Yeah. Definitely.
Hey, but since the camera is no longer recording, I think this is a great moment to say
adios.
Hey, Exla Studios, thanks for the beers.
Thank you for the beers.
Seeger, thanks for the wine.
Yeah, Seeger, I love this shit. This blue bullshit.
The wine Gatorades.
The wine Gatorade. Chiba. It's Cheetah Blue.
Chiba Blue.
Cheetah. Imas.
Cheetah Blue.
Alright, man. So as usual, follow us on the socials.
Follow us either at Kunuku Spices or on our podcast page at Talkin Spice.
The Spice Boys.
Check out our spice blend on our website, and we also have a second one coming out.
Hey, and this episode's coming out before Christmas, so if you're looking for a good Christmas gift, the stocking stuffer, give the gift that keeps on giving, which is beautiful flavors, delicious food.
Flavor. Cook together, make them cook for you. Hey.
Yes, sir. Spices.nl. Get that.
A
few left. And
we out.
We out.
Peace.